Okay, we're now live on the YouTube and live in the webinar. And let's see, when we get to in a couple of minutes, I'll hit the actual start recording. But let's see who we have here. Oh, okay, we have quorum. That's a good sign.
Yep.
All right, Bob.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, you got someone visiting.
Oh, Bob, you're muted at the moment, just so you know.
It's Gabriel.
Oh, hi, Gabriel.
Yep, it's his first Zoom meeting.
Oh, nice.
excellent.
It is not his first Zoom meeting.
It's not his first Zoom meeting. It's his
Oh.
first CPC meeting.
Okay.
Well, this is our input.
What do you say, Gabriel?
Wave hi. Wave hi. He just turned 1 yesterday.
Oh,
Happy
wow.
birthday, Gabriel.
Cards or gifts.
Happy birthday, Gabriel.
All right, we'll take
All right, you're out of here. Bye, Cal.
Bye. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Kel.
Bye, Gabriel.
Done.
Hi.
Hey, Julie,
Julie.
Loretta, Amanda.
Hello.
Okay, I don't know if I said hi to Loretta. Hi, Loretta.
Hello, Justin.
Said hi to Amanda. Let's see, I got everybody else. Tommy,
Oh,
Bob.
let's see. And Julie, going to make you the co-host.
Okay.
Okay,
And
Once-
Erica won't be here, so
okay. And Julie, want to check that you can open the Q&A there at the bottom?
Sure. Yep. Hold on.
No worries.
I can see it.
I see, and okay, there's no questions yet, so
Right.
right, yeah, okay, got it.
Okay. I'll leave it open.
Very good. All right, I might as well start the recording.
yeah, go ahead, because I get 6:59.
Bye, guys.
Yep. Record on this. Okay. Pre-flight checks all done.
Okay, well,
10, 9, 8.
Let's get this bucket of bolts in the air then.
You said it, Tom.
okay, it's 7 o'clock. We have a quorum, and with that, I will call the CPC meeting of May 10th, 2022 to order. First item on the agenda, Mr. Clerk, the roll call, please.
Absolutely. Tom?
Yeah.
Okay. Bob?
Present.
Bill? Looks not to be. Sean? No. Justin?
Present.
Erica is not. Loretta?
Present.
I am present, and Amanda.
Present.
Okay. So that's, yes, we got 6
We have a
people.
quorum.
Yeah, we definitely have quorum. Cool.
Okay, with that, the next item on the agenda are the minutes of the meeting of April 12th. Julie sent them out. Did everybody have a chance to read them?
Yes.
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 And if they did, do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
And as presented, Tom?
Yes. I don't have any
Okay.
trouble.
We have a motion on the floor that's to approve as presented. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
I,
Opposed? The ayes have it. The minutes have passed. We are at the only public hearing of the year. We are at, Julie, do we have anybody?
oh, there is an attendee.
Okay,
Yep, we have one attendee at the moment. Is there something about we have to approve some monies or something?
no, after the meeting, well, I want to discuss the budget. That, we've
Okay.
got a budget coming up. And probably, we should do it tonight rather than June, because I think that we can duplicate the same and just vote on last year's budget the way it is, because I don't think, the only thing that we may have to look at, and Julie, correct me if I'm wrong, would be the advertisement, but we have to advertise in the Globe presently, because the News Tribune is gone. Now, there's a there's a bill in the House that possibly would allow the use of the local cable station to be used as the medium for city municipal announcements. That has yet to pass. If that passes, then we should be fine. But right now, I think we only have $3,000 in the, yeah, go ahead, Julie.
We only have to advertise once a year. Well, twice for the annual input meeting.
We don't have to advertise in the News Tribune for the, okay, fine. Well, then we're
I
fine.
found that out. We were advertising, but we didn't have to.
Okay, so if that's the case, then we don't need any change to the budget. But with the exception of Julie will get a step raise, so we could leave that open for the auditors to increase that. So we would pass it. I would suggest we pass the budget as last year's, with the exception of leaving it open for the increase in Julie. That's how, we've got, do we have, to get back on our regular meeting, we've got a public hearing, and the CPC annual input hearing is open right now. If the person that's on cares to speak, please state your name and your address. We are being, at some point in time, this will be televised through the municipal MAC channel in Waltham. So it is being recorded, and it will be shown. So
let's
who
see.
is our attendee?
Let's see.
Sandra
There's a
Anagonostis?
Sandra, is a Sandra and somebody with the phone number. Let's see.
That's me.
What?
Is that Sean?
Thank you
That's
very
Sean, I
much.
think.
Okay,
So, for the note, before
okay,
Sandra says
good.
anything,
Thanks for calling. All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, hello?
Bye.
Hi,
Hi.
Sandy,
Yes, yes.
did you want to speak?
Do I want to speak? Well, I'm not sure I want to speak. I am happy to be attending this meeting and keeping track of what's going on. I have nothing in particular. Dan knows that I'm concerned about lots of Hardy Pond issues and the conservation area. But no, I don't have anything in particular to say. Thank you for offering me the chance.
Okay, well, this is our public input, and just to bring you up to speed, we are at the mercy of the law department on the Hardy Pond acquisitions.
Oh, no.
So we have money set, we have 180, I think it's 183,000 set aside for Hardy Pond property acquisition. So it will come to pass, but it's very slow. The only thing we've been able to acquire are tax takings. So I think that's it. I will give the committee an update on the CRs that Diana Young has agreed to do, and as a representative of the land trust. Diana is in the process of filing. I'm not sure whether it's Arcadia Ave or Trapello Road, but she's got both of them almost done, and she's going to submit one to the state first and have it come back and see how it comes back with comments and things like that. And once that comes back, if the other one has to be adjusted, she will adjust it as as need be. So, and it will, and then resubmit that. And then once we get the first one back from the state with, if there should be any edits, we will make the edits and if need be, resubmit it to the state. If not, we will send it directly to the mayor for her approval and let her contact the law department. I just assume have it that way. Tommy?
Yep, I'm good with that.
Okay, I see Mark Rodnick is on. Mark, do you have, it's a public input meeting. Do you have anything you would like to input? You're muted, Mark, if you're trying to speak.
Sorry, Mark is not here. This is his
Okay.
wife, Sally Wetzler. So I just joined, so I'm not quite sure where we're at. And
Well, this is the annual public input meeting.
yeah,
But the public is free to make suggestions, ask anything.
okay, yeah. All right, I just barged in, so I don't know if you.
Well,
had
you
a-
didn't barge in because it's open to the public, so welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I just had a couple of questions. One is the Hardy Pond Conservation Area, and what's that? What's the status of that? And my
Just-
second
Go
question
ahead.
is what about the conservation restrictions on the various properties?
Okay. You just tuned in because we just spoke about both.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, no, let me bring you up to speed.
Mhm.
The Hardy Pond acquisitions, the only thing we've acquired right now are land takings through tax taking. So we've got $183,000 set aside for Hardy Pond land taking. That is in the law department. The money is there. It's just a matter of when and when, I guess, and who, and the availability of the properties.
So
Is-
the law department, like, are they just? I know that they move at a glacial pace. I just
Well, in
wonder.
all honesty, it comes down to tax. It comes down to the tax takings. I don't think they're actively soliciting the taking. You know, the purchase of the properties. However, they can't be built on, so they're basically useless to anybody but the person that has them, and they're paying taxes on them. So it would behoove them to sell to the city because the
Right.
money's there. So,
Right.
if you know
But-
anybody that wants to sell, then put them in contact with myself, Dan, or anybody on the committee, and we'll go to the law department and we'd have to get an appraisal and everything else. But yeah, we're open to that for sure.
Well, I know from hearsay that there are one or two of those properties that abut Hardy Pond that can't be built on, that they would like to be approached, and
If you could get their names, then I will go to the law department and
okay.
have them.
Justin,
go ahead, Dan.
I mean, I haven't read the project, the Hardy Pond Conservation Area application project application for a while, but I thought there was actually some money to actually get someone to do the negotiations, not just the law department.
Well, and I think it can be used, but without the names,
right.
we gotta have the names first. And then once we get the names, we can find out if we need, we're gonna have to have the property appraised to start off with, Dan. So it's not, so there's gonna be, it's a process. And
Oh, yeah.
the thing is, it's the names, because I'll tell you, the law department's not gonna go out and solicit, and no city, and no city employee is gonna go out and knock on doors. So if we get the names, then I can at least talk to the law department and the mayor and go from there. I mean, it should not, this is not rocket science. It should be pretty easy once we determine who wants to sell. we gotta get, and we've got the money for appraisal, so that's not an issue either. That wouldn't come out of the Hardy Pond money. That would come out of the appraisal money.
What about, can we use some of the money to hire someone to go talk to the rest of the parcels that were targeted in the application? I mean, maybe, instead of just waiting for them to, trickle in.
That's a question that I don't know.
Yeah.
I think if Julie can possibly ask Stuart tomorrow or to see if that money can be used for a mediator or I hate to say solicitor because but basically it is. So anyway, if you could do that, Julie,
Sure.
that would be tomorrow if you can.
Okay.
And as far as the CRs go, we're in the process of seeing how we've set up a kind of a different method to submit CRs, and we're submitting them directly to the state rather than to or through our law department.
Right.
So that's Diana Young is working on that. She's got two done, and she's going to submit one at a time to see how the state comes back. Once we get it back, if there's an edit, we'll take care of the edit and then make sure the state's fine with the editing, and then send it to the mayor for her approval and let her send it to the law department. That's our new method. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. I mean, just to back up a second to the Hardy Pond conservation area, and I know the abutters on, Lakeview, who have the properties across the street that abut Hardy Pond, and they can't build on them, and and to approach them to say, what would you think about selling, or what would you think about some conservation restriction or something? Whose role is that? Would that be the CPC? Is that a solicitor, or what?
Honestly, it could be anybody's. I mean, what they would have to do is get in touch. If they get in touch with us, we can discern how to go from there.
I see. Okay. Because I know there are a number of them from one of our members of the Hardy Pond Association Coordinating Committee that, she's elderly. She really doesn't want to take care of the property anymore, and she'd be very happy to make it part of a city park or something like that. So, just wondered how to proceed with that.
What we'd have to do is get the name, and we'll go from there and see exactly get an appraisal and which again, we have the funds for that, and
Right.
It should, I would think it would not take that long to get done if we have a willing seller.
That'd be great.
Justin.
Yes, Tom.
It's Tom. I mean, is it the committee's
No,
responsibility to go out and do that? I mean,
no, it's not. And that's why
ideas come to us and we either yay or nay. So
if they refer it to us, we'll find out which way to go and get an application or I don't even know if you need, we've got the funds there. The application is already in. I mean, for all intents and purposes.
No, I understand with all that, but going on, knocking on doors to see if.
No, that's not, no, it's not on the committee. That's again.
Okay.
And Tom, that's why, I think what Justin asked Julie to find out if we could hire somebody to help facilitate this application for those properties that were targeted in the
I
application.
mean, I would love to do that, but I mean, is that even the committee's responsibilities to go out and?
Yeah,
hire someone
that would, to see how it would be obtained, that's up to, but that's a phone call from me
Yep.
to John Savone or to the mayor.
But there's also part of the thing is that there are, like Sally brought up, was that there's a bunch of different ways. There's outright purchase, there's your conservation restriction. There's also like life estate deed. So while they're still alive, they have it. And when it dies, it then becomes the city property. So there's a lot of different vehicles for that kind of getting that property into the conservation area. So I think, that's where having somebody who's an expert in that kind of stuff and hiring somebody, I think that may be the right way to go. Anyway, there you go.
All right. Did I answer Sally's question and Sandy's question?
Yes, you did. I mean, as Dan was saying, I really think it would be great to be able to move ahead, particularly on those plots of land that are, Lakeview Ave, I think it is, that if those property owners were approached by some entity to say, hey, here are the various, as Dan was saying, the various things we could do for you for this property. You maybe don't have to pay taxes anymore, we'll revert to the city once you die, you have total use, whatever. If we had somebody approaching those 6 or 7 landowners, I really think it would, facilitate the whole conversion of that property, which actually dovetails quite nicely into a project that the Hardy Pond Association is doing to convert the end of Shore Road to a sort of pocket park. And that would continue along the shore there if that would happen. So, that's my vision for 5 or 10 years from now.
Okay. All right. If that's it, if there's nothing else, I'm going to close the public hearing then and revert back to, and I thank you both, Sandy and Sally and Sandy. And please, and we're going to just finish the rest of the, and I'll note, contact the law departments, which I hate to do. And as far as the CRs, I will keep the committee abreast of our progress with that. I have hope on those, just to let everybody know. I think this may work. The Fernal's going to be a huge problem, and in the new acquisition, the field station, this UMass field station is going to be a problem. But
Yeah,
the other stuff, go ahead, Dan.
Oh, those are big.
That's exactly it. We're going to have to research those and look to the state. Possibly, Diana and I talked about the state possibly getting involved in those. So the other ones, I think the land trust is going can take care of. And that's what I'm looking forward to get rid of those, get those off our plate. Exactly. Yeah.
One other thing about the process that you brought up, you're going to hopefully get one back from the state that's ready to rock and roll. You're going to go to the mayor. In the minutes, you said you're also going to supply a letter to the mayor explaining that we are, in violation of, the CPA law. You're going to accompany that with
No.
Okay. Just,
No, okay, I don't.
I'm just asking.
I want to walk on eggshells because I don't know what would trigger her. So, and I'm not sure that a letter like that would not be well received. I want to play it this way, if no one minds. I'd like to see how it goes, just from the state to her, and let her. And that would, if it works, then we have no problem. We'll continue to get the rest of them. If it doesn't, maybe that's when we do the letter.
Okay.
All right. Again, I know I sound like a chicken, but it's you can't win a battle with it. At least I can't. Okay. And I'm sure Tommy can. Have you ever won a battle with the mayor?
Yeah, the ones I don't fight. The ones I choose to walk away. I win them every time.
So that's that. It's a good question, Deanna. And again,
Okay.
it could cause us more grief than.
What is this over,
This is the CRs. The CRs, none of them have been filed, and they've got to be. I mean, so and it's incumbent on the city, not on us. It's the city's job to do it, but we get some pushback from our law department. They don't like the wording and things like this. So if Diana, I don't know, you weren't at the last meeting. Diana and I had a discussion, and we're going to try to send it to the state without going to the law department. So, and let the state come back and say, yeah, it's okay, and then give it to the mayor to sign. She's a lawyer.
Okay.
Let her figure it out.
Yep. Yep.
So, all right.
Then I agree. That's
Okay.
That's
All
probably
right.
the best shot.
Okay. There is no new business. That was our input hearing. Old business is the next meeting is June 14th. And if we don't have anything, would anybody be opposed? Julie's got something to do that night. I just as soon hold a meeting that night. I'm sorry, Julie, but I want you there. So,
It's at 6. I should be done by 7. So
Fine. Julie, okay. Fine. So anyway, if we don't have any applications, then I would think we could possibly cancel the, because we have no business other than the minutes of this meeting. So.
Right.
Presently. So
And-
we'll wait on that, just
Okay.
to let everybody know. Okay. But I did want to get back to the budget. I'm going to need a motion on that, if I could. And the only budget we have to pass is really the administrative budget. Not everybody at once, please. I can't stand it.
You're looking for a motion
Yeah,
as presented?
yes, and that would, Julie, this is for, to duplicate last year's budget,
okay.
with the exception of letting
Plus the separate.
auditing, adjust your salary.
And
So, yeah,
the
so-
separates for Julie.
So duplicate fiscal year 2022 budget, with the exception of,
Julie's salary to be adjusted by auditing. I believe it's auditing.
Right, it is. It's
Go ahead,
Okay.
Julie.
for fiscal
That's what
year
on the anniversary
2023.
date, right?
Correct.
I
right.
make that motion. I'm good with
Okay,
that.
I have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay, any questions, suggestions, comments? Not everybody at once again.
Nope, good.
Okay. Well, with that, we may see you in June. If we don't, have a great summer. Thank you all for your participation.
You need a
And,
motion to close this puppy?
Well, that's just what I was, yeah, okay. Guess Tom
So
makes a
moved.
motion to adjourn, huh?
okay, Bill,
Second.
Seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
sure.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you all. Have a great
All right,
day.
Justin.
See you
You
later.
too.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
All right.
It's stopping recording.